This is going to be unlike anything I've ever posted before. My childhood was full of nightmares, and recently I've been having them again. This most recent one, I just can't shake it off. It's like a bad bruise that won't heal. And yet, I want to experience it again. I'll call this episode Nightmare of Down.
After a 60-hour work week, I had made it a habit of going home and sleeping right away. It was one of those nights where I had this dream. There was me walking alone in a forest when I came across a garden. The garden had tall fences that enclosed me in a giant circle. That's when I realized that there were people around me. A feeling came over me as to tell me, these are your friends. I did not recognize them, but they seemed nice enough, so I accepted it. We all started talking to each other when I saw something. There was a gate that could get me out of this garden. I wanted to leave, so I walked over towards it when I saw a dark figure. You remember that level in Zelda Ocarina of Time where Link fights a shadow version of himself? It was like that. And it seemed pretty obvious that this was like a demonic version of myself. That's when I started to realize that this was a dream. I remember starting to wake up when I thought, no, I'm going to confront this thing. I asked, who are you? No reply. I took another step forward and asked it again. Who are you? Nothing. I got up right next to it, put my hand on its shoulder, and asked a third time, who are you? More aggressively. And as I got more aggressive, it got more aggressive. It dragged me into the ground. As I sink into the floor, I look at my friends. I could tell they couldn't help me, but also didn't want to. I had gotten myself into the situation. That's when I let go, falling into the ground. In dreams where I'm falling, I always remember waking up right before I hit the ground. This wasn't that. Imagine that feeling right before you hit for what seemed like an hour. At first I was scared, but eventually I got used to it. It was pretty peaceful for a bit. But then I realized I was falling into something. Suddenly a rush of fear and anxiety came over me. I was falling into hell. I panicked. As a thought came to my head, this is real. I started to see red and orange flames. I couldn't believe it. There's no way. I don't deserve this. As I got closer to the flames, my fear turned into anger. Then I yelled to the void, fucking take me. That's when I woke up, sweating. I looked up at my phone. 3 a.m. Eerily, 3 a.m. I couldn't go back to sleep. I just kept researching dreams and what they meant. Falling describes a loss of control, and sinking represents financial problems. But I don't think those apply to me. I had a pretty good job and pretty stable in my personal life. Sometimes dreams just happen for no reason. As for me, I want to confront that shadow man again. Let me know if you like this format. Maybe I'll do another one of these. Thanks for listening. And remember, don't fall.
Adiada cuckoo!